Welcome to Cigars on the Front Porch. I am your host, Uncle Scotty, and I want to welcome you to episode number 56. Episode number 56. And today is May the 26th. It's Memorial Day 2025, 75 degrees outside. It's pushing 82 here inside the cigar lounge. So it's a little warm, but it's rainy outside. So this the lounge helps with that. It keeps me dry so I can do everything. It's 4:35 p.m. Got a little bit of late start. I wanted to start at 4 o'clock. I had to get everything set up and ready to go. But we'll chalk it at 4:35. And today we're doing a JFR Maduro Titan. This is the tobacco leaves have been aged for at least 8 months. It's been in the humidor since July 13th to 24th, so a little bit over 10 months. So it's been aged a while. I've been meaning to get to it. It's Aganorsa leaf, 7x50. And on this one, I got it for about $5. That's about the average price that I'll pay for mine. Give you an idea of it. It's medium to full body. Excuse me. And the Aganorsa leaf is Cuban seed in Nicaraguan soil. It has a pigtail cap, which I'll probably come out better taking the cellophane off so you can see it better. There we go. There's a pigtail cap. Pigtail caps, you just twist them right off, and we're going to actually do that. So that's a good one. It's a Nicaraguan Puro, and it's a Maduro, and with Maduros, they are darker, oilier, they're fermented a little bit longer at a high temperature, and what it does, it gives a richer, smoother, sweeter taste. And Maduro means mature in Spanish. The wrapper is Nicaraguan, and the binder and filler are also like Nicaraguan as well. So it's a Nicaraguan Puro. I love Puros, and with Puros, they've got a signature taste to them, aroma. They're complex. It's a great cigar experience to have a Puro. And they're made by the Casa Fernandez company, and the JFR stands for just for retailers. With this one, I'm hoping to pick up some dark chocolate, pepper, fruit, sweetness. I'm not too keen on the pepper, but we shall see. So we're going to get started on this JFR Maduro Titan. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch, episode number 56, with your host, Uncle Scotty. All right, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We're starting with this JFR Maduro Titan. And I also forgot to mention that it has a shaggy foot. And by shaggy foot, that simply means that you get a little bit of the wrapper without the binder or the filler to kind of got like a quick trailer of what it would be like, what it tastes like with just the wrapper. So it had a pigtail cap and a shaggy foot. And it's a Nicaraguan Puro. That's the deal. So I pulled off the pigtail, and that's what it looks like. Almost like a little guillotine cut. So we're going to see how it goes. I did put a line into the head and into the foot to get the draft going, to open it up a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this JFR Maduro Titan. Stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We should be right back. All right, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We're starting on this first third, and with this JFR Maduro Titan. And just off the bat, it gives off a lot of smoke, and I'm pretty sure that's probably got something to do with the leaf, with the wrapper, the type of leaf that they use on the wrapper. And it's a sweet, peppery, dark chocolate, but not a strong dark chocolate. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being strong, it's like a 2 or 3 on the dark chocolate. It's a rich cigar. It says medium to full. I got a feeling this is going to be a full body cigar. And you can see the amount of smoke coming off of this one. So it's been in the humidor for about 10 months. It does have some veins on it. It is soft to touch. Construction seems to be doing pretty good on it. The aroma, it gives off a little bit of an aroma. It's just kind of a strong kind of aroma on it. Aftertaste on this one, no aftertaste, but I can tell you're gonna have to watch your puffs on this one. This is not a rapid cigar. This is a take your time cigar. 2 puffs, no more than 3. It's gonna heat up the foot. So this is a slower paced cigar, which is good. The draw on it is pretty good. Length of time, I give it an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes or so. So let's say 4:35, 5:35. We'll give it to maybe 6 o'clock on this one. The kick on it, I got a feeling it is going to kick, that it's going to be pretty much a full body. I'm glad it's a Puro. It's got a good burn on it. Construction's pretty well on it. And of course, the price I paid for is about $5, which you can't beat that. Pigtail cap, shaggy foot, Maduro, Puro from Nicaragua, from a good company, from JFR. $7 by $50, which is usually like Churchill size. Definitely got to slow down on the number of puffs on this one. I wouldn't go more than 2, just to keep the pace on this one, which is unique. Most of them, you have to do 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5, but with this one, I wouldn't do more than 2. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, as we get into this JFR Maduro Titan. All right, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Today is Memorial Day. Just wanted to give a tad bit of little history. It's important to me, and I fully support our veterans. Veterans are a lot in my family. I think I'm one of the few males in my family that never served in the military. But for those that have served, those that have sacrificed and that have done their duty above and beyond, I thank you. I thank you for your service. I thank you for your sacrifice. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your life that you've given to protect me, to protect the rest of us. Thank you. I hold veterans with the highest esteem. I'm very proud and very thankful for them. Just a little bit of history on Memorial Day, in case you didn't know, just FYI. It originally took place May 1st, 1865 in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm from South Carolina. Well, I'm currently residing in South Carolina, where formerly enslaved Black Americans played a crucial part in the remembrance of fallen soldiers. Union soldiers had died at a Confederate prison camp and these former enslaved Americans went about and they gave the soldiers a proper burial. And then there was a parade of at least 10,000 people. And they had school children that were there, members of black Union regiments, ministers, speeches, songs. And this was later on, this was the basis of Memorial Day. And this is the earliest recording of memorial services to honor those that had fought for the emancipation and for the freedom of African Americans. So a lot of things to honor the Union soldiers that died fighting for freedom, to honor the African Americans, the former black slaves that made this possible, and to remember the history of these United States, this republic, this union, that it wasn't given and it's not to be taken for granted. And it was built upon the backs, the blood, sweat, and tears of an uncountable number of people. Everyone played a part in the establishment of this country. I'm not a political person on my site. I just wanted to put that out there for today. So I want to celebrate this Memorial Day. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Alright, I'm back with Cigars on the Front Porch. I just want to give a shout out. If you look over here, I have a candle. I got one that's burning here, a bigger one, but about this size, if not bigger. I just want to give a shout out to Pretty Sensual Cigars, a wonderful lady that I've gotten connected with. I love candles. So if you get a chance, you're on Facebook, check them out. I want to give a shout out to her, help her business to grow. She's a wonderful young lady, and she's doing a great job. I try to support her whenever I can. Okay, so stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. We're still in this first third of this JFR Maduro. And this one's going to be going for a little bit. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. So far, so good. It's got good construction. I haven't had to relight it. And we're going to see how this one progresses. As we're moving forward with this JFR Maduro Titan, it's settled down a little bit better, starting to settle down. It's getting to be a little bit more smoother. It's getting to be a little bit more pronounced. It has been an even burn. I have not had to touch it up. I haven't had to relight it. And we are about 25 minutes or so into this first third. Wish it will be coming to an end in a little bit. But stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and click on the notification link for the channel. Let's help it to grow. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Episode number 56. We're working on a JFR Maduro Titan. And so far with this one, it has been a decent cigar. It's a Nicaraguan Puro. And we finished the first third. And we're starting the second third. Toward the end of the first third, the pace on this one slowed and settled down. It is a full body cigar. It's not medium body. And it's got notes or hints of some dark chocolate, some fruit, like maybe cherries or something. Yeah, with a little bit of pepper. So some dark chocolate, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of pepper. I'm not too much of a black pepper person, uh, but it's unique, and that's all it ever asks for cigars, to be individually unique. So we're starting with the second third of this JFR Maduro. I appreciate you being with me so far. Um, Stay tuned. Make sure that you like, subscribe, click on the notification link. And I think, well, usually a theme will come up for everything on its own. And I think today is a good day to remember those that have sacrificed for you, not just our military, but take into account your parents, take into account others that have poured into you. So they are remembrance, today to be thankful. I'm thankful for the freedom to be in this lounge outside on my deck, in my house, in my property, that someone else sacrificed for, to give me the right, the ability to have this. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. All right, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. You can see how far along we've gotten with this JFR Maduro Titan. We're in the second third, and that first third started out at a slower pace. The flavors were kind of like a chocolate, kind of like a fruity pepper, and they were a little bit on the crisp side, which is great. I like them crisp. Toward the end of the first third, the pace slowed down some. The pace slowed down, and the flavors got to be a little bit more subtle and a little bit more pronounced. Now that we're into the second third, it's definitely a slower pace than the first third. The chocolate is still there, but the pepper kind of takes precedence over the chocolate. And then on the back end, a little fruitiness. It is it's sweet, not overly sweet. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being sweet, I would give it maybe a 3 or a 4. If anything's pronounced on this one, it's a full body. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, episode number 56, as we are enjoying the second third of this JFR Maduro Titan. So far on it, the aroma is settled down. It puts out a lot of smoke. The aftertaste on it, if you do more than 3 puffs, you're going to pick up an aftertaste. The draw on it is very well. It's very good. Time on it, we chalked it up at an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. We started at about 4:35. So we're almost an hour into it. We're about 45 minutes into it. And it's doing very well. It's definitely going to be a nice little kick to it as far as relaxation goes. It's got a good solid burn. I have not had to touch this cigar up, which is a rarity. I have a few that I don't have to touch up, and I'm thankful. Lets me know it's a great construction on this one. The burn is consistent and even with this one. And of course, the price I paid for this one is $5. By this being a 7x50 cigar, I would not give it to anybody unless they are a veteran or somebody that's had cigars for a while. We'll continue on with this one. I'm hoping I'll be able to finish it. But it's JFR, just for retailers. Titan Maduro 7x50. So, well-made cigar. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Welcome Scotty. Back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We are with this, well, I am with this JFR Maduro Titan full body cigar. I am about halfway through the second third. You have to watch the pace on this one. If you do more than 3 puffs on this one, you're going to heat it up. So I've got to remember that. It did have a slight uneven burn. I had to touch that up, but compared to a lot of other cigars, just touching it up once in the middle of the second third, toward the end of the second third, is very good. So we're going to be finishing up on the second third pretty soon. The flavor on this one has settled down a lot. Chocolate is there, some berries, fruit, and some pepper. Um, Full body cigar. So hopefully I can finish it. We started an hour ago, and we're working on the end of the second third, starting the beginning of the final third. So I may or may not complete this one. I'll get as far as I can with it, and then we'll go from there. So far, it's a decent cigar. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure you subscribe, click on the notification link, and pass the word with the channel. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We're working on this JFR Titan Maduro 7x50. We've been on it for a little bit over an hour or so, just a smidget over an hour. I am starting on the final third of this one. More than likely, I'm probably not going to finish it completely, which means I'm not going to nub it. I'm going to work a little bit on this final third and then give you a review on it on this last part. I do want you to see the smoke output on this one, though. I wouldn't do this in an enclosed environment. It's a good cigar. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. And we're starting the final third, final review of this JFR Maduro Titan. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. It's episode number 56, the JFR Maduro Titan 7x50. Final review on this one. I probably got about another 30 to 45 minutes with this one, but I'm going to call it quits for today. It's going to be at least an hour and a half on this one, probably an hour and 45 minutes. So between an hour and a half and an hour and 45 minutes on this one. The final review on this one is if you're looking for a full body Maduro cigar that is a Puro, that has slight chocolate in it, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it like a 3. That has some slight sweetness to it, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 2 or 3. Has some berries in it, fruity berries, sort of like fruity berries, 2 or 3. Pepper. In the first third, yes, predominant. Second third, kind of slacked off a little bit. Final third, no. Then this is your cigar. It's a good cigar. It's a good Puro. I was looking forward to it, and it didn't disappoint. As far as me and my particular preference, no. I love the pen standard. This one, I keep a couple of them in there for those special occasions, like today. I probably would give it away to a close friend that's a veteran, somebody where we got time. You could easily squeeze out close to 2 hours on this one, hour and 45 minutes, because it's at least another 30, 45 minutes on this one. So if you got like 2 hours and you want to have a good full body cigar, this is your cigar. I want to thank you for staying tuned with me. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and click on the notification link for the channel. We want to get everything up and going. I've enjoyed you this Memorial Day, so thank you. Thank you for your time. The numbers are going up. We want to keep them going up. Keep the subscriptions going up. I appreciate those. If you got any comments, any feedback, give me a holler. If there's something that you want me to review, that you're willing to send to me, and or recommend that I try to get to review, give me a holler. Send me a message. Once again, as I always say, you are important, you are special, and you are unique, and you are built for a purpose. The pace is definitely slowed down. From 3 to 4 puffs in the first third, to no more than 3 in the second third, to no more than 1 or 2 in this final third. It's a good cigar. Good cigar. If you have anybody that's in your family or friends or neighbors that's a Veteran Day, make sure you thank them for their service. We want to be appreciative for those that are poured into, those that protect us, those that stand on the wall and guard us, keep us safe. I love our veterans. Support them. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Cigars on the Front Porch, episode number 56, with your host, Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned with 57. It's going to be a good one, just like they all are. We'll do something unique. Yeah, but they all unique. Good cigar.